Alright, so welcome back to QNAP Live Room. Today we are going to talk about our new product. The new product today is TS-130, which is share the same family with TS-230 as you might know already. So let's see the slides. So TS-130 is basically focused on budget-friendly home NAS, and we provide backup plan and cross-devices plan backup plan and multimedia streaming, and with the snapshot protection. So in my use case, I usually back up all my devices, including desktop, smartphone, and MacBook, with external hard drive, and I need to back up them with each hard drive. So I use one hard drive to back up my files and documents in my desktop, and I have another drive for backing up my smartphone photos and videos, and I also back up my MacBook Time Machine using another hard drive. So in that case, I have many external hard drives to manage, and it is hard to manage all of them. So with TS-130, you can back up your photos, documents, videos, and MacBook Time Machine, Apple Time Machine, with just one TS-130, so you can save across all these devices, including backing them. And also the benefit of you using a NAS can protect you from ransomware that we will talk about later. So today I'm going to go through some NAS hardware and NAS basic operation, and file protection and sharing plan. Also some multimedia streaming application, and for apps for photographer. So the very first thing I'm going to show you is the home application. So if you are a user want to buy a NAS with reasonable pricing and fashion look, and you want to share your files with your family or friends, and you might use some multimedia streaming applications sometimes, and the most important thing is you want to back up your photos, your data, your documents, or even Apple Time Machine. So for TS-130, we have light colors that can fit your home well, and we have designed a great heat dissipation with quiet fan, and we have snapshot function, snapshot to protect your data in Plex, and you can back up your photos and videos easily with the sync tool we will going to introduce later. So here's some example for you. If you're having a TS-130 in your home, you have several, put it on your desk or on your living room. It is just fit, and it's looking not awkward. So in TS-130, we use ARM core this time. It is a quad-core 64 bits processor. Frequency is at 1.4 gigahertz, and we have built-in 1 gigabit DDR4 memory. So with this processor, we perform the standby power consumption is running at 3.45 watts, and even if the disk is operating, the consumption will be around 7.3 watts. So we have designed a new heat dissipation method to handle a hard disk like 18 terabytes disk. So we have designed the new airflow. We use which perform good even if your room temperature is at 40 degrees. It can handle it well. And let's take a quick look of the TS-130. We have a front view in the middle of the screen. We have 3 LED indicators. From the top is power and status. Second one is Ethernet indicators, and the last one is disk indicator. And we also have a power button in the front. And let's take a look at the rear view. We have a 6 centimeter fan, and of course reset button, and we have provide 2 USB I/O this time. One of them is USB 3.2 Gen 1, which is USB 3.0, and another is USB 2.0 port. And we provide a gigabit network and a AC input in the bottom. So this time we don't have tray on this model. You can you can install your hard disk or SSDs directly to the inside. So the left side, on the left side, you can see how we can open up this case. Just screw off the screws on the bottom, and you can easily take out the top cover. So we support 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch SSD or hard disk. And then we, so here's the performance review. We have a 10 gigabit file transfer on Windows. So on the left side we have 113 megabytes per second for download, and 112 megabytes per second for upload is running on non-encryption volume on TS-130. And the right side you can see is a volume encrypt. So both. Let's take a look on the unboxing. Today I'm going to unbox this for you, and to introducing you how you when you receive this box, what's in it. So let's start. Alright, so just pull it out. You can see a box. So on the on the left side we have a Cat5e Ethernet cable, RJ45, and we have screws for 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch SSD or HDD to install. And on the right side we have a power adapter, which is 36 watts, and we have a power cord, of course. Alright, so on the bottom we have TS-130 in the box. Let me take it out. Alright, so here's the TS-130. You can see the front, the sides, and the back. So let me now just teach you how to remove the cover. Just screw out these screws and slide up and take out. So in the inside we have several holes for fitting the 2.5 inch disc or 3.5 inch disc. Just screw those screws. Alright, so basically we have these stuff in our box. So let me move on to the basic operation of a NAS. Let's go back to the slides. So now I'm going to teach you some basic operation for TS-130. We have you might have not understand or knowing about NAS, and you might want to buy a new NAS if you're not very familiar with this. So I'm going to teach you some basic operation that if you receive your TS-130, you can start with this. So the very first thing is to install your TS-130, the first installation. So the first thing you need to put the disk in your TS-130. Of course, connect it to your power and Ethernet. Then you have two ways to initialize your NAS. On the left side, you can see the first way to we have a QR code in the quick installation guide. You can scan it, and your phone will lead you to the rest of the installation. On the right side, we have if you have your computer nearby, you can download QFinder Pro to install on your computer. And then once you finish your installation, you might need to manage your files, or find your files, or download your files. So here's the application for files. For those files, we have File Station in the QTS, which is our operating system. So here's the simple way to start it. You can upload on the left side, you can upload your files or documents. Just drag your file into your browser, and it will start to upload into your NAS. And if you want to download your certain files or folders, you can right click on the files or folders to view the menu. You can see there's a download key. You press it and your file will be downloaded. And on the top we have share button. You can if you press this, it will generate a link for you that you can use this link. You can send this link to your friends, then your friends can access this file. How to access your NAS from outside of your house. Like if you are in your office, if you're on the outside, you need to access your NAS. Then you might need to use my QNAP Cloud Link to link back to your NAS directly without any VPN settings or else. So And this link, it is SSL certificate, so it is safe. It is a safe connection way that your files or moves does not leak. And we have access control. You can set up the access separate with different people, different users. When we talk about users, your NAS can also create several users. In TS-130, we support you can create up to 128 user accounts. So for these user accounts, you can set a standalone permission for each users for each folder. As you can see in the middle, you can set like if you are viewing the download multimedia, the user can read and write. For public folder, this user can read only. So you can set these permission by folders, by users, as you wish. So let's talk about file protection and sharing. So as you might have using a lot of cloud storage application like Google Drive or Flickr, then you might be noticed that the Flickr canceled 1 TB free space, and it will delete user file for user have over 1,000 photos, and they have a subscription plan for unlimited space for $50 US per year. And for Google Photos, they just canceled the free upload space as well, and it charged for 120 US for 2 terabytes of space. And also, you might notice that the data leak is coming up so oftenly in for iCloud or Google Drive. So the data you store on the cloud is not safe enough for you have no control for your file on that cloud. For you to back up, I'm running through these steps for you for how to start to create and enable Apple Time Machine Backup. So the first thing you need to do is create a new users. You will need to create a user and password for Time Machine Backup use on the control panel. Then you need to create a share folder for the Time Machine Backup as well. In the share folder, create a share folder page. Then after you finish creating the users and folders, you can go back to your Mac OS and launch launch Finder and click Go, and click connect to server and enter SMB and followed by your NAS IP address. And you can see on the left side the NAS and the folder and IP will show up in Time Machine. Then you double click it, you will see it required a user and password, which is you have just created on the previously. So you enter those information, then your Time Machine Backup is done. Then the Time Machine will start to synchronize and start backup. So for Windows, we also have a if you need this application you can download from QNAP's website, and if you are not so sure about some steps, you can visit the website down below. I have add the tutorial website in the bottom of this slide. Alright, so after you download this application on your Windows, you can click Start. Then the application will find your NAS in your Ethernet. So you just choose your NAS name and click Next. Then you can see which folder you want to back up to, and on the right hand side you can see it tells you to create a username and password for this backup. Then here's it. You can click Finish. Then the backup is starting. So the Time Machine and NetBack is basically backing up the computers. Provide snapshot function for even entry-level NAS. The single disk or single LUN, you can after you taking the snapshot, you can export or import from you can export to the external hard drive or USB drive, and you can also import it. So here's a way to export the snapshot. You can choose the snapshot. You can choose that snapshot and click the share button on the top. Then you can see the destination of export snapshot is a dev1 partition 1, which is my USB pen drive. So you just click them and click export. Then the snapshot will be exported to the external drive. So what if your NAS is being attacked by ransomware? Then you will need to import your snapshot. So it's very simple. In Snapshot Manager, you can see resume revert volume. So you can choose any snapshot to recover them to your NAS. So besides snapshot, we have HBS3 to back up your NAS as well. So HBS can back as Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, Huawei Drive. It can also export backup to your USB drive as well. So let's take a quick guide of how to create and restore, create backup and restore backup from HBS3. So let's take an example for data volume 3. In these folders, I choose this folder to make an example. So let's launch HBS3 and press backup now. Then the wizard will ask you to choose resource folders, which is the folders on the previous page, Stanley Snap. And the second step, you need to choose the destination. In this case, I choose local NAS because I'm going to back up these folders to my USB pen drive, which is connected to my local NAS. So in the third step, you can see there is an external space for dev1 partition 1. It is my USB pen drive. And the fourth step, you can choose the destination folder. then you can click OK. So after you click that OK, you can see the wizard asking schedule for 7 days or maybe every day. And if you don't want to schedule your backup in this case, you can just click next, and then the backup process is starting. When it finishes, you will see the top right corner. You can see a success with a check. So that means your backup is done, and that folders is back up to my external USB pen drive. So how to restore your backup files from HBS? Create a and you choose the you plug in the source, and the third step you can set the local as destination. You can set original path, or you want to create a new path for your restore files. And the final step, you can click restore, then all your data will be imported to your NAS now. So let's have a summary of data protection for one-bay NAS. We have two different ways to protect your NAS, to protect the files on your NAS. The first way is using HBS3. Basically back up the shared folders or files and support schedule backup, and the destination can be set to local external drive, remote NAS, cloud storage, or even TR04 or 002. HBS3 is actually backing up and protect your data for just like your movie, your files, your documents. It back up the files for shared folders and files. But for snapshots on the top, we can see the snapshot backup file for LUN or volume. It takes the snapshot for the whole LUN or whole volume, and it supports locals. And you can set your destination to local or even TR04 or 02 as well. And the snapshot is basically helping you from ransomware with export all your snapshot to external drive. Then we're going to take a look for multimedia application for mobiles. For mobiles, we have a smartphone. We have apps for smartphone. We have a Q file. You can set a auto upload for your photos and videos on your phone. You can set a auto upload for background uploading, and also save your cell phone data from just in the menu, and you can stop or pause at any time. And you can also sync with QSync. QSync can pair folders to sync folders from your phone and NAS. You can sync your photos from phone, and also you can set auto sync when Wi-Fi is charged. Mobile application, but also provide application for Mac OS. So QSync have several ways to sync. It supports firstly one-way sync. You can upload from device or download from NAS. It's basically a one-way job. And it also supports two-way syncs. It will synchronize your phone and NAS, or your Windows desktop and NAS. Both sides will be the same. And you can also set up a filter for the files to specific file you don't want to sync. And also we have a smart delete function, can keep those copies on NAS to save the local storage space. And if you delete your file accidentally, you can recover from these smart delete functions. So in the end of February, we will launching QSync 5.0. You will have a new function of space saving mode. As I mentioned before, it supports Windows and Mac OS. So in QSync 5.0, we have 4 states. We have always available, we have locally available, and if you see your file with the green mark, it means that file is only just available on this device. And for online only, it means the application is free up space, but this file is still kept on NAS. And during status change, you will see a changing status mark on the bottom. So we will release this function around the end of February, and we have another live streaming event for them to introduce it much deeper and teach you how to use it and how to set up in your NAS or cell phone. And we also have a QNAP album for TS-130. You have 2 modes. You have album mode and folder mode. In album mode, you can create your own album. You can set your album, share your album. And for folder mode, you can see your folders, organized folders, and all photos on the top, on the bottom. So QNAP also have mobile application support auto upload. You can upload. You can set up in your phone to auto upload to your NAS. So QNAP is basically your cell phone, your maybe iPad, iPhone, and also you can set a personal album. You can set permission for that, and you can share with the link to your friends, share the photos or videos. And the most important thing is QNAP is now supports iOS live photos preview. You can see the live photos in our QNAP application. And we also have and we also support Plex. So Plex is basically a personal media center. Contains all your movie, videos, music, and Plex have the most friendly UI. It supports many devices, including NAS, cell phone, or your laptop's desktop, and you can access and play those music, play the movie, videos anytime, and supports many formats, which you can refer to the official website for Plex, and you can also share your media with Plex. So if you have any questions or you want to get knowing with Plex, you can search Plex for their official website. And then we have our brand new surveillance application is called QVR Elite. So in TS-130 we have QVR Elite, and we support up to 8 as your surveillance server. And QVR Elite also have a flexible subscription plan. You can buy your subscription for more channel. And most important thing is in QVR Elite we are using MP4 format for all the recordings. It will be universally support MP4 format, allowing for smooth playback on all your devices, including your cell phone, your smartphone, your laptop. So TS-130 can fulfill all the media entertainment and data protection needs for home users. So you can use TS-130 to share your live moments. You can set the auto upload function to sync your photos and videos from your cell phone. And if you are if you love selfie, and you can also share your selfie with TS-130 by using the QMAG or QFile or QSync. And it could be the center storage space of your family to storage all your memories of your kid growing up, the best moment of your family, the most for your child. You can save all that memory in this TS-130. So here's today's introduction for TS-130. It is a small thing, but have big surprises. It is just a 1-bay NAS, but have several many features to help you to back up your files, to help you to manage and share your photos, videos, and even streaming your videos. So if you are interested with the TS-130, you can refer to our reseller. You can ask them for more information, and you can also search TS-130 on our QNAP official website. You have a guide and more detailed spec for TS-130. So here's the TS-130 product introduction today. So thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.